Morning. How are you guys? Jim Adkins here from Jim Adkins Results Coaching and 26 Move Self-Defense Systems and Jim Adkins Kimple and Captured Detroit and the Journey Tribute Band. And sometimes many hats can make you tired, but that's okay. It's fun. I love being here, and today is day 11. Thanks for joining in. And I'm getting some new subscribers, and I appreciate that a lot. So to the new subscribers, welcome in. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you've got some constructive criticism, leave me some comments. I'm up for that kind of stuff. What you'd like to see later in the channel, maybe something you're tired of seeing. I take constructive criticism. And if you think it helps, share it with other people and ask them to subscribe too. It helps. So today is day 11 of 26 days of you. And what we're doing here, if you haven't watched any of the other videos yet, because I do have some new subscribers, we take a letter of the alphabet using the 26 letters of the alphabet, the analogy of 26, right? And we pick a word that starts with that letter. And we pick one that is empowering or that can move us forward or that we can talk about today and put in not just in our vocabulary. That's not what it's about. It's not about building your vocabulary. It's about building your strength as, as the person you want to become, I guess. So I'm very interested about this little counter up here in the corner. I'm new to this whole thing. I've been, a little while, but I'm still kind of new. I'm a martial artist and a singer and a father, so I'm not a techie guy, but it shows when you guys come on when I'm live. It'll show like a number, not a name, and then it'll disappear. So there'll be 10, and then there'll be 0, and then there'll be 2, and then there'll be 0, and then I just wonder if you're still there when that disappears, or if I don't know, or if there's a lag in time here. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I think I'll turn on the other computer and watch myself next time. Has nothing to do with the words. It's just me. All right. So we've talked about 10 different words now. And as we get to the letter K, which is today's letter, again, I made the comment A through J. Well, not J really, but that there were a lot of words that you can choose, A, B, C, D, F, G. There were a lot of great words for empowerment, for positive, just fantastic words to choose from. And then I got to J and went, I was like, wow, this is an interesting observation. And I'm going to do more research on it just because I'm that guy. But the letter J got small. And then today's K, I looked at K and and I usually will type in or look for empowering or positive or strong words, look for adjectives or adverbs that start with the certain letter. And then I read through them and I read through the definitions. First, I use my instinct to just kind of come up with a couple of my own. And then when I find those, and K, not so much. So I'm going to read a couple of them that stood out. And you guys, I hope you're playing along. I hope you're guessing letters and picking your own and running with them. And I really hope, if you're watching, that you've taken some of the advice, not really advice, instructions, and use the word in your life somehow. And I don't mean use it vocally. Excuse me, it's early. I mean put it on, like action. I ask you to take action in a direction that would empower you or make your life better in some way. That was A. B was believe. So we talked about, your belief system, not so much, but believing in what it is you do, which rolled into the C word, certainty. How would you respond or act? What decisions would you make if you were absolutely certain you wouldn't fail? Or if you failed, it would at least put you in a direction that you knew you could go from there, right? So these are the things I'd like you to do with the words that we choose. Yesterday's word was journey. I hope you enjoyed some of the links I put, the Journey Tribute Band that I sing for. I'm pretty blessed that I get to hang out with people like that. I've been in and out of a few, and for a moment, even the ones that I'm no longer a part of were great. And then weird stuff happens and people change and they move on, or I move them on. But the people I'm with now, again, it's a new love affair, and we're doing really well. The band is awesome. So if you get a chance to look at Captured Detroit, it's a Journey tribute band that I get to sing for. It's fun. Yesterday was Journey. Off that subject. K. I chose a couple of words before I get to the real word, the main word. Karma. Karma was a good word, right? I don't know if I not necessarily believe in karma that the way most people do, to where you do something bad and something bad comes back to you. I know that if you believe that, it happens, right? I believe if you're a bad person and you do bad things, you surround yourself with bad stuff. I mean, that's your belief system and who you believe you are is going to be the way you act, right? So if you're a bad person, you're going to behave badly, and bad things are going to surround you. So I just believe that. I don't know if that's necessarily karma, or if that's belief. So it's kind of like superstition, right? The stronger you believe in it, the realer it is, the more real it is. How's that? So that was karma. Um, knowledge. I wrote this down because of the very first word, action. There's a great saying and a truth when you talk about knowledge. People say knowledge is power. Well, no, no. Knowledge is potential power. Knowledge without action is simply knowledge. You don't act upon it, you don't use it, you don't flex it, you don't teach it, you don't share it. Knowledge just sits there. So this is really good for me. I love this. Thank you so much, because I love to go out and learn new things. And when I am introduced to new people this way and new venues and new avenues, I expand and I grow in areas that maybe I've been before, maybe I've never been before, and I love it. So thank you for this association. Um, so knowledge is potential power. Action is what makes knowledge powerful. Does that make sense? Okay, good. One that I really love, and this isn't the word today, but the one that I've put this on before, and in my programs as a martial arts instructor, as a coach, as a life coach, I've always, and there's actually a program out there with the same similar name. Um, when I came up with it, I researched and was like, oh, there's a name like this already. I'm not sure what they do exactly, but here's the thing. Night education. And I know that Tony Robbins said there was a bookstore or a tape store that he went to, and I can't remember. I think it may have been called Night Education, but KNIGHT, okay, like a knight, like a noble knight. And I wanted to do that for kids, and you make a program, nights of whatever, nights of Traverse City or nights of whatever, and you bring them in and show them martial arts. You use the martial arts and the self-defense, the physical moves, as a physical exploration in themselves, which is what martial arts is, and you learn about yourself and how to express yourself physically. And then you build the characteristics of a knight, a noble knight. And I loved that idea. And what it turned into was our superhero program. We teach kids to be superheroes, and we talk about, what are the traits of your favorite superhero? I'm not talking about spinning webs or, being able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, but we talk about some of the characteristics, and it doesn't force them. It allows them to look at their superhero in a different way, and I have them define integrity and honesty and loyalty and love and sacrifice. And we talk about these things, and they put those on, and they become superheroes. And so that's our program here for the kids. We'll continue to do that. But I love, so nightly. Nightly is a pretty cool word, right? All right. So today's word, well, K, right? There was Kiss. Kiss is a fantastic band from the 70s. No, I'm kidding. If you're a physically expressive person and you have a significant other or children, or you're still close to your parents, whatever, somebody that you're close to, and you're able to share that affection with a kiss, it's a great way to connect, right? I don't want you going around kissing people that don't want to be kissed, right? That's not what I'm talking about. But kiss is a pretty cool word. So today's word was kind, Kind, kind. And it's simple, right? Um, it You think it would be simple. It's a simple word. And when you look at, depends on the glasses you're wearing. You've heard the expression, looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. Well, why not? Why not? And I think that expression is used to put people down that have a positive attitude. Quit looking looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. I think I'm not sure. Um, I've heard it in both uses. You can tell me what you think, but if you look through to the world through rose-colored glasses and you see cheeriness everywhere, and you see happiness, and you see love, and what a great way to be, right? When you talked about karma, would you look for negative karma in a world full of love and happiness? If you're that pessimistic, please go back and reevaluate where you're sitting. Um, take some time to know. And trust me, I know that there are both ends of the spectrum. There are people out there that appear to be miserable. There are people out there that want other people to feel misery, and may not directly, but inadvertently, right? So that they don't feel alone, or so that they feel empowered. If I could put you down and keep you down, that rises me up. That is not the truth, but people act that way. So don't get me wrong. I know when we view, they exist. They really do. But just like the unfriend button, and just like the delete and block button on your social media, avoid these people. Just move them aside. And there's an expression I just came across, and I love it. Never take criticism seriously from somebody you would not take advice from. Never take criticism from somebody you wouldn't take advice from. I like that, right? Think about that. We have a tendency sometimes, when we're trying to be kind, when we're trying to be loving, when we're trying to share, people will criticize that. People that don't live that way, that don't want to live that way, that can't live that way yet. Okay. Choose not to live that way. Good morning, Mr. Arnold. Oh, I feel good. But when you have those people that try to oppress you by belittling you, critiquing you harshly because they don't understand, um, trying to put you down, it's better that you move them aside, and remember that. Why would you take criticism seriously from a person you wouldn't take advice from? I don't know. So, kind. What I'd like you to do today is be kind. What does that mean? Well, you define it for me. You can put any action you want into being kind, and share it with me. I would love to know what you've done, or what you believe being kind means. Is it kind words? Sure. Is it kind actions? Absolutely. So name some of them for me. You know, holding a door for somebody. Have you ever done that and had them be mad at you for doing that? How silly is that? Man, let me get that door for you. I can get my own door. I go, okay. Um, anyway, be kind. First and foremost, be kind to yourself. Okay, start with yourself and be kind. Do something for yourself today. That's kind. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Start an exercise program. These are long-term kind acts of kindness, right? And what was that? What was that movie? Bruce Almighty? Is that what? I don't remember if that's what it was or not. Or no, it was the other one, Evan Almighty. I think when they did the Ark, Noah's Ark, acts of random kindness. I love the way they spun that, and random acts of kindness. That's cool. Um, and then the whole pay it forward idea. So anyway, I love you guys. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. Um, and I'll see you tomorrow with day 12. Tomorrow's Friday in our world right now. So tomorrow I will do it with the sunrise. I want to do it outside. So we'll be on about sunrise in Michigan. And I usually use a meme or whatever these pictures, these positive pictures. And I found one from my cousin, Chaplain Keith Bagby. Mr. Bagby, how are you, sir? Out in Coolidge. He posted some good stuff. He's a chaplain of a cowboy church. Oh, imagine that. And it says, it's not how we fall that makes us. It's how we pull ourselves up after we've had a fall that makes us. And I know you've heard versions of that. Absolutely. Do we fall? We all fall. You get back up and you move forward. Okay. Um, I love you guys. Have a great day. Be kind. Mr. Arno says that being kind for him is the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Mr. Arno, can I add something to that, please? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I would hope that you would change that a little bit. Do unto others and not expect them to do unto you. It's just a spin to it, but where do you get your guidelines for treating other people nice? You get that guideline from yourself. How would you like to be treated? You treat doing to others as you would do to yourself, right? But never expect them to return, because expectations will create suffering. If you expect people to act a certain way, 90% of the time you may be let down, but it doesn't stop us from being nice people. All right, you guys. I do love you. I will see you on Friday. And again, thumbs up if you like the videos. That helps YouTube help me. And if there's something you'd like to see change, constructive criticism is always welcome. Leave me a message. And if I don't get to talk to you personally, hopefully I'll get to see you soon. All right. On your mark, get set, grow.